Hello, friends.
Hi.
I'm in a weird mood. Welcome to another video. I'm Miley.
And I'm Eric.
And if you're new here, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. It really helps us out, right, Scrimby?
Yep.
I'm a little on something right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. But today's video, we're so excited to share with you. Are we excited or are we a little stressed?
50-50.
We are going to share with you an update on where we're at with our New Year's resolutions.
We didn't make New Year's resolutions. We set goals for the new year.
Right, our goals for the new year. Thank you. Thank you for that correction. So, first of all, can we just talk a little bit about what our goals were? So, we had some overall household goals. Number one was paying off consumer debt by the end of the year.
Yep.
Number two was our health journey stuff, which, by the way, if you want to follow along on our health journey, I will link the playlist up here you can go catch up on. But that involves staying within our points every day, drinking a certain amount of water every day, and exercising 4 times a week.
Yep.
So those are our kind of together household / couple goals. Couple goals. And then we also had individual goals. Mine were to read. Originally, mine was to read 30 books in a year. You guys, that was way too easy of a goal in myself. And I actually was feeling okay about that goal and that is such a doable goal. I'm doing amazing. Until I saw that one of our friends literally read over 100 books last year. And I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I read a lot of books, but she read freaking 100 books. So I thought, okay, that was the kind of kick in the pants I needed. I knew I could reasonably read way more than 30 books in a year. And so I set my goal at 50 books. I'm gonna read 50 books this year. And then my second goal was to invest 2 hours per week in YouTube training. So pursuing different training opportunities, workshops, things that could help me grow as a YouTuber, teach me more things and whatnot. What were your individual goals?
Mine was to spend some time away from screens before going to bed, at least 30 minutes, and then making a more consistent and dedicated effort towards social media for my podcast, YouTube, Twitch.
And I think you broke that down into 15 minutes a day or something like
10
that.
10 minutes a day. Yeah.
So before we get into our individual goals, which those are kind of a juicy topic, so make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video to check in with us on those. But let's talk about our couple goals first. So The first goal was consumer debt, paying it off by the end of the year. How are we doing on that, Scrimpy?
I think pretty well. You know, we did elect to add a big expense to our yearly spending.
Our Disney World trip. I will link that video announcement up here. But the great news about that was we decided to take on that extra expense and do that trip because it would not, we figured out a way to do it without impacting our debt payoff. So actually, I don't know if you know this or not, because I'm the budget queen and I'm really in charge of our finances, and Eric just okays things.
She gives me an allowance.
That is not true. Oh my gosh. You are in the know about things,
yes,
and you okay things, and we talk about decisions together and whatnot, but I manage our budget. And so actually we are ahead of track. I think we're going to be done paying off all of our consumer debt by September of this year, which is so exciting.
Did you hear that? Ahead of track. That's where we're at.
Ahead of track?
That's what you said.
What's the correct phrasing?
Ahead of schedule, on track.
Yeah, both of those. I put them together, didn't I?
Ahead of track.
Well, we are ahead of track on our consumer debt goals. I'm so excited. And we were still able to plan this pretty big and expensive trip to Disney World for our anniversary in May. So we're feeling really awesome. We're really dedicated to that goal. Now, let's talk about our lifestyle health journey goals. So we're not going to talk too specifically about these because we do a monthly update video. Like I said, I will link that playlist for you down in the description, and I linked it in the eye. But we do have to drink a certain amount of water every day. We have to work out 4 times a week, and we have to maintain our Weight Watchers points. That's the program we're on.
Yep.
So Scrimpy, you want to just talk specifically really quickly about those 3 areas for you and how it's been going?
It's been going well. I'm over 25 pounds down since December.
Isn't that incredible? It's only March and he's 25 pounds down.
So that's good. But yeah, it's been going well. hasn't been too horribly difficult, and you know, having a solution where we can work out at home has definitely made the workout piece a lot more feasible and easier.
So out of those three, which would you say is the hardest to stick to, and which one is the easiest to stick to?
I don't know which one's the hardest, because like
now that we've taken our strike system away, which one is the hardest for you? And get details in this video that I'll link right here about why we took our strike system away.
Working out, I guess. Like,
oh, I was gonna say water for you. Is water not the hardest?
I drink my water. Like,
okay.
I have my cup on my desk through the day, and I just drink out of it, and I'm good.
So Eric's killing it. So for me, it's been a little bit more of a roller coaster. I'm actually doing really good, and I've been consistent for the past month and a half. I'm a little bit over 11 pounds down, which is great. Although I will have to say, my disclaimer I always say, which this journey is not just about weight loss for us. But for me, the easiest one to stick to is actually the eating, which is surprising. I'm really good at maintaining my points and sticking to them. The hardest one for me is, and I think always will be, water, because I'm addicted to Diet Dr. Pepper. Haven't been drinking my water lately. That's not good. But I do need to get back into doing that well. And working out has been pretty so-so for me. I would say 2 out of the 4 weeks of the month, I hit my 4 goal. We're doing pretty darn good. Not perfect, but pretty darn good with our health journey and our health goals. So we're kind of smashing the couples goals, if I had to say.
Yeah.
So now let's get into our personal goals. So do you want to talk about one? I'll talk about one, and we can go back and forth. Okay, you go first.
So the no screens 30 minutes before bed has not been going well. You know, I've been staying up later, like working on stuff and editing videos, and also, you know, just like doing video calls with friends and hanging out. And by the time we're done, it's like, I am tired, I'm going to bed. I'm not going to stay up another half hour just arbitrarily when I could fall asleep right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one has not been going so well. How about you?
So for me, I'll talk about my 50 books goal first. So I am smashing my 50 books goal, okay? I have been so enjoying reading books and getting even more seriously into reading than I have been before. I've always been a reader and a bookworm, so just intentionally having that goal to always remind myself to be reading, to always be having a book to be in the middle of, has been really great and just helps me be more of a consistent reader, and I've loved that. So we are in March, and I think I'm on my 11th book. So I'm definitely tracking, totally on track, and I'm just loving it. I think I'll probably end up more than 50 at the end of the year. We'll see though. But I've been loving and totally enjoying this goal. It's been super motivating for me and awesome. Okay, what's your second goal? How's that been going?
The social media management piece has been going really well. I've developed a whole system now with a whiteboard in my office where it's kind of clarified my workflow for everything, and social media is one of the columns on that whiteboard. But I actually now have an app where I can schedule all of my social media engagement stuff for the week. So like 10 minutes a day, 70 minutes a week, I feel like I spend that amount of time, just not every day, if that makes sense. So
right, you found a more efficient way to focus on it, and you've been super consistent with it. So I would say that's a total win, and you're tracking really well on that goal. So my last goal was for YouTube training hours, and I'm going to tell you totally upfront, in about the second week of January, I decided that I'm eliminating this goal. I don't know if I even told you that.
Didn't tell me that.
But it was providing a lot of pressure on me, and it was making me feel a little bit like YouTube was my job. And first of all, my channel is not anywhere near successful enough to be my job. But it made me feel like this pressure to be learning more and trying new things and spending a lot of time delving into this. And this just isn't the time in my life for me to be doing that. So I love this channel. It is such an outlet for me. It is so fun to film videos, edit them. I spend a lot of time investing in this YouTube channel, and it's been such a fun, invigorating hobby. But that's what it is for me, and that's okay. I definitely see myself in a different season of life on this channel, if it continues to grow, maybe 5 years down the line, I don't know if I still even have it. If I ever get to a place where I'm seeing a lot of growth and I want to be more intentional about that growth, then I definitely want to start learning more and doing trainings and workshops and stuff like that. But for me, I realized that that goal didn't align with what YouTube is about for me. It's just about fun. I really don't care about my growth. So it was providing this layer of pressure that I just didn't feel like I needed for this thing that is a total hobby and I love doing. And I didn't want to take the joy out of it with maintaining this goal just because I said it and wanted to do it. It just wasn't aligning with what I wanted. So I freaking eliminated it, and I don't freaking care about that goal because I don't want it looming over my head. And it actually wasn't the right choice for me in my season of life with YouTube right now. And that's totally fine. So I got rid of it. Okay, well, I'd say for New Year's resolutions that aren't really New Year's resolutions, but goals for the year, I feel like we're like 75% on the good side. We've been tracking, we've been doing really good. We haven't been perfect along the way. We picked goals that were smart, that helped us invest in the things we really care about, help us better ourselves with our health and our finances. So I'm really proud of us.
Killing it.
I think we'll probably do 2 or 3 more videos like this, talking about our goals through the year and see where we end up.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, what do they need to do, Scrimpy?
Smash it.
Subscribe to our channel if you want to keep up with our goals. See how it goes. So that's all we have for them today, right, Scrimpy?
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.